The world of Banya cracks in anticipation of the approaching storm. Its lands strain against unnatural forces, and warnings of what is to come have been carefully placed among its people. Warnings that led us to a few tieflings, Goliaths, drow, and halflings. But how can this unlikely family of broken people stop a force that has been generations in the making? What strength is left in the bonds of friendship?
Hello, friends.
Oh, no.
I'm Andrew Gilbert, and tonight, Helpful Goat Gaming is going to play a bit of Dungeons and Dragons.
Did you go into Catherine O'Hara on Schitt's Creek there? Warner Rose?
Little bit.
And tonight, I can't do it. I can't do it, but
It's
you
all
just
good.
did it. Okay.
Hey everyone, welcome. Yeah, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. We are Helpful Goat Gaming. And yeah, I had a script about how to start this, and I totally didn't look at it. Yeah, mention that. And hey, playing with me tonight is Galway, who plays the Tiefling Sorcerer Charity.
Hi, everybody. I'm Galway. I use he, him, his pronouns, as does Charity.
Lena, playing the Goliath Barbarian Stormbringer.
Hi, my pronouns are she, her, hers, and Stormbringer's pronouns are also she, her, hers.
Adam, playing the Halfling Rogue Burbage Kemp.
Hey everybody, Adam here. My pronouns are he, him, his, and Burbage Kemp's pronouns are also he, him, his.
Our guest for a few sessions, Rachel, playing the Gnomish Artificer Clem.
Hi. Both me and Clem are she, her, hers. Don't you usually talk about a lot of other things before we introduce ourselves? Or
Oh, I'll get into announcements.
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
we'll do
I'll be
that.
quiet.
Yeah. And Darcy playing the Tiefling Cleric Hakari.
Hey, my pronouns are they, them, theirs. Kari's are she, her, hers. And Darcy's had a cold, so she didn't write a song. But maybe next time I'll be better and we can all sing along.
That's a very good improv song.
Seems like
Well,
you did do a song.
Sounds like you
That's
did
great.
this song.
I did.
Darcy is also, again, under the weather, so they're not going to be on cams this evening, but their lovely voice will come through loud and clear. Several of us, in fact, let me mention that, are not feeling amazing and are kind of under the weather. So bear with us. We did want to, try to play because we enjoy playing and it helps us a lot.
Can I read Chelsea's thing?
And I would love that, Adam.
Message cantrip. Dear DM and the family, the events of last session were a hell of a time. If I could choose one word to describe, it would be sublime. The dimension of this campaign is always so rich, and let me just say, down with Sir Bubbly Petunia and Behella Bitch. On a different note, may I take a moment to applaud Andy and his world that never failed to leave everyone awed. Thank you for setting the scene for this story we adore. Each encounter and layer leaves us excited for more. What will happen tonight? I'm giddy but don't have a clue. Much love, Fates of Rin crew. I can see and hear you. Signed, Chelsea, and message cantrip.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Thank you.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Chelsea. All right, some announcements tonight. We're a bunch of weird, goofy people, and if you want to hang out with us, you can go ahead and join our Discord, and you can type !Discord in the chat, and that'll get you a link to join us. We've been doing a lot of things on there. We've been watching movies, we've been playing games together. We pull from audio from Discord members to play games with us every once in a while. Yeah, it's a really good time. It's a really nice community. Everyone is so sweet, so helpful, so caring, and we put a lot of effort into trying to cultivate that in the community. So if you want to be a part of something like that, please join us. Discord in the chat.
And tomorrow is our 1 year. We have a Discord celebration anniversary, which was Tuesday, but we're celebrating it tomorrow at 3 p.m. Mountain Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be playing games together in the Discord and hanging out, which we do a lot of the time. But it's special this time because
Also
it's to celebrate something.
Also, technically, it lines up exactly then with the anniversary since we announced it. Because the Discord was created a few days before we announced it and made it joinable.
So anyway, join us. Come play games with us.
Yeah, coming out. Excellent. You can catch all of our adventures on a couple different podcasts or on YouTube. If you type in Goats and Dragons, look for a podcast, you will find all of these adventures in the world of Banya, most of the stuff IDM, as well as our series with Dominic Monaghan. That is also in there. And the Galway's kind of world that he's created through several different campaigns in the world of Tier. You can catch all of that in the podcast Helpful Goat Gaming Presents. And you can find either of those wherever you get your podcasts. And also, a YouTube exclusive is our Salt March campaign, in which Rachel GMs. And also, Rachel plays in another campaign, Spire, which our friend Elise GMs. And so we just have a whole bunch of content if you're looking for something to do after watching WandaVision and, needing more fun stuff to look at.
Oh man, WandaVision.
I
So
still
good.
haven't seen it.
It's quite good, quite enjoyable. So lots and lots of content coming at you from us. Galway, would you mind talking about what happens when they type exclamation point donate in the chat? Why couldn't I say that?
I was like, you okay there, buddy?
Yeah,
if you
man.
use we here at Helpful Goat like to feature charities, causes, and groups that we think it is worth your time to look into supporting, either via donation or active service work, etc. This month we are highlighting the Trevor Project, which benefits LGBTQ youth in America. And as always, we encourage you to use the sort of national links that we use, because we try to use national or international organizations so that they're accessible and relevant to everybody. But we encourage you to look for charities or organizations in your area and in sort of your local area that work with the same causes. Often these large national organizations will have lists of them, or even just affiliate chapters, because any donations of time, money, services, etc. go much, much farther with a local charity than with a large national one. Thank you so much for considering it, taking a look at it, and yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah. We also just really enjoy making content. We enjoy running the Discord and forming a community around some of this content and around just helping out each other. And if you want to help us help other people do that, feel free to type in !Ko-fi KO-FI in the chat, and that'll give you a link to if you wanted to, buy us a coffee or something, or something like that. And all that goes to essentially is literally just helping us continue to do this stuff that we love doing, offering you more content, more games, making sure that we have the technology and the kind of manpower to bring you what you so desperately desire, and that is more helpful code content. And I think that's about all for announcements tonight. I mean, we got some cool things coming down the pipeline, but I don't think we're announcing too much yet. So stay tuned for those kinds of announcements. And which is not an announcement at all. It's entirely vague, and I apologize. But yeah, unless anyone else can think of anything, I think we're going to jump in to tonight's episode of Goats and Dragons. We'll begin with a little bit of wind and some drums. Indeed. All right. So last time on Fates of Rin, Stormbringer challenged other Goliaths for the leadership of the tribe. 2 of them yielded immediately, and as Stormbringer faced off against Dawn Protector, her rage called a tornado down around them. Black shapes and figures from the cloud above now swirled around them, and at the sight of this power, the necklace on Dawn Protector opened its eye, glowed, and a mysterious figure emerged in a ghostly form, drawing strength from Dawn Protector's own life force. Luckily, the storm contained the spirits of past Goliaths who leapt in to protect Stormbringer and hold the creature at bay, and as Sakari, Burbage, and Charity made their way into the eye of the tornado, they were able to remove the necklace from Dawn Protector, and Clem's quick thinking inspired action among the other Goliaths, including a horn blast, which rendered the cloud tornado nearly transparent and far less dangerous. Now, with the spirits still swirling around Stormbringer, and with the ghostly figure now dispersed, what would you all like to do?
As a quick note, I think you might have removed Dawn Protector's token and left the Voice of Bahamut's token.
This one is Dawn Protector right here.
Oh, okay.
Are you able to see that one? Yeah. This is also Snowdown.
Wasn't this one Dawn Protector?
Figure. Nope, I'm sorry. This is Mountain Splitter, who's making her way into.
Oh, okay. There's just I was like,
yeah.
Has there been a personnel change, and also that voice is gone, right? Like,
right,
they dissipated.
That ghostly figure was dispersed by Stormbringer, shoving the glaive straight up into it, while it was held by the other spirits around. So you are still in the midst of a raging tornado. The wind is circling around you, and you still see these black kind of figures around there as well. Although the cloud above and this tornado is quite transparent now. You can see through the wind.
Fucking seriously, you're not done?
Charity, is Dawn Protector okay? I think it's done.
Working on it.
I don't know what the storm is still, because I thought I wasn't that, mad anymore. But the storm's still here. It's nothing to fight, though.
How's Dawn Protector doing?
Give me a medicine check, please.
Just reviewing the spells that I had cast. Yeah, no, I have guidance on. Guidance. Cantrip that makes you or your friends better at things that you try to do. Use it early. Use it often. 27.
A total of 27. Excellent. Even with all the wind whipping around you, you put your head to her chest. You can hear a, a faint but constant heartbeat. You can see her chest rising and falling. It seems like she is unconscious, but completely stable, and alive.
Do I think that magical healing will help her wake up, help her condition generally, etc.?
Yeah, with a 27, it's hard. You don't think that there's anything wrong with her physically. It's almost as if she's been kind of put to sleep. Um, Almost more of a slight coma, which leads you to believe something a little stronger than simply um, healing would be needed.
You say this to a person with the spell literally heal.
Indeed.
But in other words, I do not think that her primary problem is lack of hit points above the table.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you did specify, I think she's stable. I don't think she's dying or getting worse.
Exactly. You are pretty confident.
Charity's gonna sort of
Sorry.
Why? She's getting worse.
Died.
She's
Hello,
getting
just
worse
Karen Bertie.
now.
Oh, sorry.
And
trying to-
podcast, there was an accidental firestorm.
It's always
Whoops.
I just did it again. Sorry.
several times here, just to make sure.
Ah.
Did I just accidentally a firestorm?
I love it.
Too accidental. Everyone is dead.
Charity's like, no, I think she's fine. Looks up. Oh no. No, none of us are fine. Okay, yes. Returning to that, Charity will sort of like look up from the exam and look at you, Storm, like, I think she is very drained. She appears to be comatose, but she is stable, and I don't think she's dying. And I also like to say, like, Charity had sprouted wings and had his horn and halos, all of which were incredibly jagged compared to normal. They're now normally very smooth. He's just going to sort of look up to where Bubbly Petunia's standing. More than I can say for you.
As you look up,
Thingy
Burbage
still going around? Like,
is the what?
like,
Sorry?
we're still separated by a big tornado storm, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Still, and as you look up, in Burbage as well, can notice this, and Clem, you sort of match their eye line. You see Bubbly Petunia. Damn it, Sir Benaventura, moving, kind of off to the left here, somewhat quickly.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna try and stop him.
Okay.
I would say that just as Clem goes to do that, just because the tornado is, I assume, still affecting sound, etc.
Yes.
Booming, echoing, like rattling things is not Charity's normal calm thaumaturgy voice. Stop him and bring him to me.
Okay.
Well, I can't really bring him.
All of you.
Okay.
And Stormbringer, yes, the storm is still raging around you, and actually, you're having a hard time calming down.
I don't know how to turn this off, but I really want to punch something.
Isn't that how you usually prevent it from turning off?
Who wants to be punched?
I mean,
Big lad, you
Mountain
look like you
Splitter-
can take a punch.
yeah, Mountain Splitter and I guess Snowdown are the kind of only two Goliaths in here, and Mountain Splitter's just made her way, crawling and buffeted by the tornado, kind of spills into the center of this as well.
Mountain Splitter, I don't know how to turn the tornado off, and I'm still really angry. I really want to fuck someone up right now. Is there someone else to fight out there? I bet I could just run through the tornado and go fight.
She's kind of looking at you, just dumbstruck. She has no clue what is going on. Though it does appear that all of the Goliaths outside have seen this kind of ghostly figure emerging from Dawn Protector and saw that you were the one to disperse it.
Can I stick my foot out and try and trip Bubbly Petunia?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, kind of rush up to Sir Benaventura and try to trip him.
What you need from me?
Let's do a dexterity check against his acrobatics. Let's.
Oof.
Oh, it was almost an 18. It's a 4.
4.
He gives you just a quick side eye and just keeps on heading.
How far away is he?
I'm gonna try to run through the tornado to him because I'm enraged.
Oh,
Okay.
cool. Also, while that's happening,
Yeah.
the fire from Charity's horn is just going to sort of burst in at his eyes now. Let me just double check that I do. Is this map accurate to scale?
The feet is, yeah.
The feet is. Yeah, I understood. Sorry, I understood we weren't all like 40 feet across.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I was gonna say the tokens aren't, but yeah.
Cool. He's gonna need to make a strength check because I'm gonna TK him.
All right. And Stormbringer, if you're trying to turn off the storm, you can give me a wisdom saving throw.
I'm not trying to turn it off.
Okay, that's fair then. Yeah, just
I
making
don't
sure.
think of those things. I'm just trying to run through it to attack him.
Okay. In that case, give me a strength check. And you're raging, so it's...
Yeah.
Yeah. He rolled an 18?
Let me double check one thing. It's actually not a saving throw, it's just in there wrong.
Okay.
10.
Uh,
He's not.
sorry, what is that?
He's not bound.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
This is one of the few
Oh, it's
cases where it's a
contested.
contested check.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right. He feels that as well. Stormbringer, yeah, give me a strength 12.
Yeah.
You're just barely able to kind of get into the storm. You see these black figures now whipping past you, but this time they are not attacking you and they're not sort of pulling out any of your essence.
I'm gonna shout at them, "Hey, dead Goliaths, get the shiny man!" Do they respond? I keep trying to mobilize them.
Yeah, give me a charisma check, please.
That's my strong suit.
Of course.
3.
A 3. With a 3, you hear just kind of a few like chuckles and laughs, and a voice on the wind just kind of rushes by you, just says "weak," and then
I want to try.
feel free. Yeah, give me a strength check, Hikari.
Strength.
Yeah, you're
Gonna
gonna try
be
to.
a charisma check?
Oh, you're gonna try to talk to the
Yeah.
spirits. Oh, please, then yes. Yeah, give me a persuasion check. charisma
Fuck
check.
him up!
Okay. Oops.
A 15.
Yeah, does that work?
Yeah. What are you saying to them?
What did she just say?
She asked them to basically go attack or stop Sir
Bubbly
Benaventura.
Petunia?
Yeah.
I love your face every time someone says bubbly Petunia.
It's my fault for.
Yeah, I'm gonna just yell the same thing, like, go get the guy with the armor.
Okay.
Or whatever he's wearing.
Yeah. So with a 15, you hear just this wind going around you, and you hear voices kind of quickly pass by you. Like, who are you? We
What's
don't
that?
listen to outsiders.
Can I yell at the Goliaths, the alive ones?
Yeah.
Please.
I mean,
And just be like, "Hey, so you listen to me about the weird storm, and now can you listen to me about this guy? I mean, we don't need to kill him right now, but we should at least stop him. And you're a whole lot of Goliaths, and he's just a dude."
Okay.
I was also wondering, like, did they not respond at all to Charity telling them to grab him?
Yeah, certainly. Between the two of you, hearing that voice booming and Clem pointing specifically at where they are, several Goliaths kind of jump and
Hooray!
they are. Oh, one just okay. Yeah, so
Is he under a
one
dog
just
pile of
trips. Yeah,
Goliaths?
he's moving fairly quickly. One trips him, and one just immediately grabs him kind of around the head in a headlock. Two others are starting to just kind of rip like weapons away from him and throw them on the ground next to them, and he's starting to kind of yell, though he's being muffled as well by the Goliaths.
Okay, now does anybody know how to get rid of the tornado of ghosts?
Burbage, what are you trying to do?
I mean, if it seems like Bubbly Petunia has been restrained for now, not technically restrained.
Yeah, he's certainly struggling really hard, and he seems
Right.
to be. He looks like he's yelling, though you can't hear over the tornado what it is.
But some of the Goliaths are holding on to him.
Could Clem hear what he's yelling?
Yes, we'll get to that in a second.
Sure. I was just making sure that we didn't I'm like, we're not all inside the tornado.
Yes,
I mean, yeah. I mean, if everything else had failed to get Bubbly Petunia to stop running away, I would have used my second to last walloping bolt through the tornado, and it almost certainly would have failed and been anticlimactic. So Burbage is very relieved that that it seems like the Goliaths are helping out. Burbage will kind of go to Stormbringer, I guess, and be like, "So Stormbringer, this tornado is it being caused by you?"
I don't know. I'm just really mad and I can't stop.
All right, okay. And do you think that you just need somebody to punch?
Maybe that's what I want to do. I want to punch.
All right. Can I do an insight check on Stormbringer based on kind of Burbage's kind of awareness of her powers and what he's kind of seen to kind of get a sense of like what needs to happen to make the tornado stop? Can Burbage get a read on that?
it seemed to occur when you recognize Stormbringer go into a rage. This seems to be being caused by Stormbringer.
By the rage itself.
By the rage itself, which she seems to be having a hard time calming down, even more so than just kind of clicking off the rage like she can normally do.
All right.
Punch the snow, Stormbringer.
Jeez. And yeah, but in terms of seeing her going into a rage in the past, does Burbage have an understanding of like punching helps her stop the rage?
Punching keeps the rage.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. So Burbage will just be like, Stormbringer, look at me. Eyes here. Eyes on me. All right. Okay. Think about those beautiful little owl bears. Do you remember when I sort of dove off of Lomina and helped you save those adorable little owl bears? Do you remember that? And one of them sort of took a liking to me, and we saved them. We took them around Federo for a while, and just think about those owl bears and how cute they are, and how soft and gentle and unenraged / unenraging they must still certainly be.
Yeah, that was awesome. Is this helping Stormbringer go out of rage at all, Andy?
If you'd like to, you can attempt another wisdom saving throw, or a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Oh wait, you said saving throw. That was a check. Well, we can just add my proficiency to that.
Just add.
Wait, am I proficient? I'm not proficient, so that was
That
normal.
was exactly right.
16's, yeah. So with the 16, you through the wind you hear Burbage's voice, and while you're being buffeted and you see all these swirling things, you do close your eyes for a second and you try to imagine being on that boat again on the sea, and it was calm. And your owlbears were all around you. And with that, the tornado begins to dissipate. And the spirits start to spread out as the column of wind just floats back up into the cloud itself. And then the wind has died down immensely. Just immediately.
Oy, all right. Okay. Just one quick question for everybody, and just really quick, what the fuck just happened?
Clem, as you're trying to kind of look through the pile of Goliaths now holding Sir Benaventura down, and you then catch his face, and he locks eyes with you, and you just kind of see panic on his face, which is to be expected, and he's shouting, and you can now understand, and he's saying, "Not the only one! Not the only one!"
Yeah. What do you mean? What's not the only one?
And at that, you see little small beams of a bluish light.
Ugh.
5, 6 of them spread throughout the different Goliaths around you. You hear them scream, "Ah!" and fall over as ghostly figures begin to rise from them.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
And he's again being muffled and
Can I make an insight check? Do I believe this is him actively doing something, or is it something that like had been put into place that is now activating? If that makes sense.
yes, please, yeah, give me an insight check there.
Is this every Goliath or just some of them?
Looking around with your passive perception, Burbage, you see probably about 6 other figures, and I've highlighted them with a small kind of bluish circle around them.
Okay.
12.
Happening.
Yeah, because I just want to know if it's like he's actively doing it, or if it's like the necklace that is something that she had and it activated. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Clem, it's hard to get any read, because anytime you're trying to read his face or the sound of his voice, it's being muffled and like pushed into the ground by the other Goliaths around him.
And so I remember during the ritual / combat last session, Burbage, I think it was Burbage and Akari that kind of saw the necklace on Dawn Protector and made the connection.
Yes.
So Burbage is looking at these 6 Goliaths and trying to see, do they all have similar kind of necklaces by any chance? Does he see any similar necklaces on any of them?
Right. Give me a perception check.
I crit failed and it re-rolled to a 21.
Halflings. Yeah, with 21 expert perception, you can see that you believe this sort of similar ghostly figure that had appeared from Dawn Protector, the same figure is now kind of appearing and being the sort of essence is being drawn from these necklaces. You see at least two of them kind of around you.
And basically what happened with Dawn Protector was that we had to destroy the necklace, right?
Hikari pulled it off. Looked like she fought something off for a second there, and then stomped on it to break it. Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, that's right.
So I mean, Burbage would shout out to the other unaffected Goliaths around, and to everybody basically, like, get their necklaces! We've got to get those necklaces off of them!
Okay. Why don't the 5 of you please roll initiative? Remember to click on your icon before you Roll initiative.
I never roll well. I don't think in the entire time we've played this, I have ever rolled a good initiative.
Oh no.
Well, I just rolled a crit fail and I have +0.
Mine's
Oh,
0.1.
no. Clem, you're honestly trying your best to figure out what Sir
What the
Benaventura
fuck is going on at all?
Yeah, like what is he talking about? You're so focused on this that that Burbage's call to action just kind of passes you for a moment. Charity, let's start with you. What would you like to do?
So, reviewing what Charity has seen, just real quick and also useful recap
Yeah.
for people. Dawn Protector had the necklace on. It seemed to spawn a ghostly figure. That figure definitely seemed to be draining her power.
Yeah.
/ life force. That figure was also Charity is I think the only one because I don't think everyone in the family has probably never seen Charity this angry. This is probably the only time Charity's anger is like anywhere near Stormbringer's. But I don't think I actually said that is the voice of Behelit, which I instantly recognized.
As well as Burbage. But the only
That's
just
true.
the two of you.
And I was in there for the part of the fight where Hikari removed it, seemed to struggle with it like she was straining, and then sort of physically destroyed it, and that seemed to significantly, even just removing it seemed to significantly weaken him.
Exactly. Yep.
Cool. As we are very coincidentally and conveniently huddled, with flames just arcing off of him, Charity is going to reach out and snap off his horn and then sort of go, "Take my flame, my family. Stop this thing. You are the hero and the flame, the storm and the flame, the smile and the flame. Burn them."
Right on.
I'm also going to dispatch the spiritual weapon. I think it's 20 feet it moves towards this one.
Okay, great.
What did this do? This thing you just blew on us? I don't remember.
It is the family's flame. You have flying speed equal to your walking speed, true sight to a range of 60, advantage on charisma, and you do radiant damage when you attack.
Excellent. Okay. Did you want to move any more than Charity, or?
I'm kind of nicely centered to be able to read and react to everything, so I think I'll stay here.
Okay.
Also, I'm
Right.
by the big dude.
Yeah. And Burbage.
Be my friend.
All right. And so Burbage saw Hikari have to like fight off something or some effect upon touching the necklace.
Right.
How hard did it look?
As metagame as you can get, she saved with a 19. That's
Jesus Christ.
as metagame as you can get with that.
I mean, God, I mean, Burbage. And like even when she got the necklace off of Dawn Protector was still unconscious afterwards.
Yes. And is still. Yeah.
But didn't look like she was like getting drained anymore.
Yeah.
Well, yep. I don't know why I'm hemming and hawing here. Burbage is going to he's going to dash 30 feet and use that as a running start to try to fly. Well, I guess these aren't giants, but he's going to fly up and try to fucking yank the necklace off of this Goliath.
This one right here. All right.
I mean, it's enough of a height difference that I feel like Burbage feels like he needs to try to use the awesome flight power that
Yeah.
Charity gave him, and that he didn't really use very effectively to fight against the giants. So he's going to fly up and try to yank that necklace off.
All right. Yeah. You see, you come against across a Goliath whose arms are just kind of outstretched and their head tilted up, and the veins in their neck are just bulging. This is Elder Brain Crusher, the elder that has been very nice to all of you up to this point. And you fly up on top of their shoulders. You reach down, start to yank this off, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Would it make a difference if I have a cloth or something that I'm using to touch the necklace based on my knowledge of what I saw?
Hikari had gloves.
Oh,
Yeah.
She did have gloves. So okay.
Yeah. So
Well, it might
at
have
least that would be
it
nice.
might have
Sure.
helped, and also it is fucking frigid out here, and we thought we were just going to be
Yeah.
spectating some blood sport. So
Yeah.
So if it makes a difference, yeah, Burbage probably has some gloves on also.
Okay.
So what do you need from me?
Wisdom saving throw.
14.
14.
Can
I'm afraid-
I flash of genius?
You can.
So that adds 4, makes it 18.
That will be enough to pass.
Oh my god!
Well done.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
you're about to reach it. You see Clem, and for some reason, Clem, you just have this just inspiration where you're like, don't just only touch the sort of necklace part and not the eye itself. Don't just grab that. And so as Burbage is reaching for that, you steer him to the strap, which still, Burbage, makes it feel like your soul is being sucked out of your body for just a second, and you take a deep breath trying to catch it and keep it in as you rip it off and throw it to the ground. And immediately Elder Brain Crusher kind of crumples to the ground with you on their shoulders.
and they're unconscious.
They are unconscious.
You can keep your soul in by taking a deep breath.
It's trying
That's what he tried to do, at least. Yeah.
Cool.
And I think that's all your movement and everything, Burbage.
Yes, it is. And if Brain Crusher is unconscious, then I got nothing else to do. I don't think.
Yeah.
it's medieval.
Yep,
It's
so
medieval
that is-
fantasy. We still believe we can sneeze our souls out, so you can
Yeah,
just gasp them back in.
Although, I mean, I don't suppose you'd let me try to break the necklace on this turn as like as an extra action or free action or something.
Not a free action. Yeah, that'll take an action. But
Okay.
yeah.
All right, that's my turn.
All right, Stormbringer. Does everyone see the sort of
Blue people.
the blue
The ones that look
circles?
like they're in summoning circles? Sure do.
Yeah, there are 5 of them left. It seems like Sir Benaventura was running toward this one up here.
I like also how Andy's like really trying to play in the maybe don't peel this dude. I'm like, you are underestimating how angry Charity is.
No, I feel you. You guys do whatever you want.
I'm gonna dash over here.
Okay.
And that's all my movement.
Okay.
So that sucks. That's also my action.
All right. Hikari.
Bonus action, Rage On.
Right on. All right, so you've used another rage. You see the sky above you now turning black. You see a bit of a tornado starting to form and almost come down a little bit, but it's just going to remain a funnel cloud above you for now. You feel like you have a little bit better control this time over it.
I'm just picturing tornado sirens going off in the village. Like,
And Andy, the true sight that we've gotten from the family's flame,
Yes.
is does Burbage do we see anything aside from these spirits? The spirits we saw before he cast the family's flame, right?
Right. You see now the spirits above you in the sort of cloud look much more like Goliaths at this point to you, just sort of floating around Goliaths who are watching everything. And each of these ghostly figures that has arisen, all of them look like this voice of Bahamut creature. And you see now much more of the energy trail to the necklace itself.
Yeah, and the Goliath spirits those are the same ones that we saw in the tornado, basically.
You believe so? Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, Hikari, what are you doing?
How far away am I from like that?
Yeah,
guy?
you are like 80 feet from this one.
And what's the other one? I'm just curious. Below me.
The
below
one
me.
Stormbringer's running to, you're about
Nope.
70.
The one that's like below me.
About another 80 feet.
Okay.
About. Yeah.
So I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
So then my AC goes up to 9.
And that's a bonus
19.
action?
As I... Oh, it is?
I believe so. Maybe not.
It is.
Nice.
As I kind of like run double time towards the one to the like that
This
one
down
right
here?
there.
Or this one up here?
That one up there.
Gotcha.
Because the other ones are surrounded by a little more Goliaths down there.
All right.
So.
Very good. Very good. Clem, what would you like to do here?
Gonna kind of turn to look at Charity and be like, so do we want to hurt this guy?
Yes, but not yet.
Oh, okay.
Get the necklaces off the Goliaths if you can.
Yeah, wisdom defo isn't my strength.
Neither.
Is it anybody's? Probably Hikari.
Hikari's got decent, yeah.
What strength?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Okay. I'm on my TV and it's really hard to fucking like zoom out reasonably. Where is the closest necklacey person?
Right here.
Oh, I fucking right there. Okay, sure, I'll
Yeah.
do it, and I'll use. Yeah, can I just make a quick perception check or something to see if I can find the best place to grab it that I think would, or investigation or something to not.
Do you want to use an action to look?
No,
or is
because
it
I want to
quick
grab it.
Rest.
Yeah,
All right.
just a
So the
quick-
DC will go up just a tiny bit, but it's a free action.
Okay,
so
is
yeah,
it
please.
perception or investigation?
Either one. Just depends
Investigation.
kind of how you're doing it. Yeah. 19. All right, so you very quickly are starting to kind of pull some of the furs down on this one, just to sort of look at like where best to grasp it. And again, you kind of don't want to reach for that eye central part, and you get a sense that if you take the left side, like dangly part, you might be able to jerk it, kind of untie it entirely, and have it come off. That seems like the best place for you at this point.
Yeah, I've practiced, like undoing a bra strap with just one hand in the twist, so I'm actually really good at it.
I love this backstory of Clem. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. 10.
Fuck.
Can you use your flash of genius on yourself?
Does my reaction back? And I don't
Yeah.
know.
Your reaction returns at the start of your turn.
Unless it's something
Yeah.
you can't use again
When
until it's for it.
you or another creature you can see. But I don't
you're
think
good.
14 would 14 be enough? It wasn't enough for Adam. So
I don't know.
Fair point. Fair
do
point.
you-
I forgot that
do
it's
you also
not. I
have
forgot it's not a
inspiration?
die.
No, because
Does
you're
anyone have
very
inspiration?
stingy with inspiration, Andy.
I-
Yeah, you have been.
Definitely been stingy with it. Yep. I think Charity and Stormbringer had it going into last game.
I think I've done plenty of
still-
inspiring things, and I just have never gotten any. So
You certainly inspired people. Yes. Okay. Yeah, you can try it. Roll whatever you need to.
This is I says I have advantage on all int, wisdom, and charisma saves against magic.
It would be magic. Yeah.
Yep, that's
I was
a
like,
gnome
there's no
thing.
fucking way this is mundane.
No.
Oh,
yeah.
the glowing blue
Not a-
ghostman. Yeah, no,
not a
no,
feature
that's
of
totally natural.
Yeah, no, it's the very first thing on my character sheet says that I have that, so I'm glad
Yeah.
I'm paying attention.
That'll do.
Ooh.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bill.
You grab the side of that necklace, and you again you feel this energy almost being sucked into the necklace from your hand, and you just quickly, as quick as you can, rip it off, throw it to the ground. You catch yourself, you do a quick kind of inventory, and you're okay. Everything's
Hey,
fine.
I am gonna just yell, hey, if you could maybe grab it from the left, from the chain or where it's attached, it's a little easier.
All right. So the Goliaths have kind of then pulled Sir Beneventura to his feet, and pushed him aside. A couple Goliaths are running to this one.
Why are they putting Bubbly Petunia in a easier position to leave? They're putting him on his feet and putting him to the side?
No, like they're bringing him to in a little bit more.
Okay.
Into the
Right.
circle a little
Just
bit. Yeah.
making
Here,
sure.
here, over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, just take
Decide
take
where
a quick
he was.
walk over there. It'll be
That's
fine.
Closer to, yeah.
We wouldn't want this potential hostile force in our way.
Yep. All right. Sky Drowner is going to run up and attempt to pull off a necklace. Okay. Okay. Sky Drowner reaches down, grabs part of the necklace and rips it off as well. And Stormbringer, you see that she's trying to shake it off and let it go, but her grip has just fused into an incredibly tight fist, and she's having trouble letting go, and her eyes roll back in her head.
Kill her?
She screams and falls to the ground.
Fuck.
However, this necklace is off of this person. The
But
necklace
it's
then
on
topples
her, isn't
out.
it?
I'm sorry?
It's on Skydrowner now, isn't it?
It's toppled off of her. Now that she's unconscious, she's was able to let it go.
So we're not seeing the like glowy lights of
Right. Yeah.
it's active.
Yep. Stormbringer, you can tell all the people affected, now that you've gotten closer to them, have been elders. This must have been the gift that he had given to people and the elders of the community. The elder right in front of you that you're running toward is Pain Whisperer. The one specifically that is giving you such a hard time.
Okay, without Darson Cam, that's 1,000 times worse than it would be otherwise.
1,000 times
I know, I'm
creepier.
trying to be creepy.
It's unsettling.
And you see the figure of the voice of Bahamut just turn then to you, and he recognizes you again. And this vessel is not quite as strong, but it lets me see my surroundings a little bit more. It appears you have come home, Stormbringer.
No, I don't live here. Fuck off. And I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Do any of you think anywhere in this world is safe from us? All right, Charity, what would you like to do?
What these necklaces like on like leather thread or?
It does seem to be, yeah, like a thick kind of leather band that's tied in the back.
Okay. I want to have the spiritual weapon I was trying to highlight. I want to have it try to slice the band off of that one.
Okay.
Instead of even maybe hooking it and pulling it out and slicing.
Okay. Yeah, give me an attack roll of how sort of delicate you can do this.
30.
A 30 attack roll.
That's going
Jesus
off
Christ,
of charisma.
all right. Yeah. Okay. So you very carefully sort of pick up the band with the edge of the blade, and then very quickly slice it as then it falls to the ground. Your spiritual weapon starts to shake and shimmer. It turns jet black and then fades. But you entirely were able to get this one off of this is Elder Thundermaker down here.
Do I think when Hikari destroyed the necklace, did I see any particular effect? Meaning it wasn't like it exploded or anything. It just...
Correct. Yeah. She had just stomped on it to kind of break the glass where the eye is sort of looking out of in the center of it.
It's a real bad idea. But I'm probably going to do it anyway.
Do it.
Do it.
Silver flame darts, 2 against the necklace on this one, 1 against the necklace on this one.
This one is still attached to the person, just so you know.
Well, I'm trying to hit. How should I say
both
this?
of them, yeah.
I'm not saying oh no, I'm only aiming at that one little point or nothing at all.
Yeah,
But gotcha. I'm aiming center mass, focused very much on that. I accept that I might singe them a little bit, but I'm trying to primarily hit that.
Beautiful. Yeah, give me 3 attack rolls. The first 2 will be against this one. Frost shock.
Frost shock.
Yeah.
25,
The
18, 19.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so all 3 hit the actual objects. However, you don't believe that they damaged them at all. Or if they did, very little. Go ahead and do and roll damage on each of them. If you could.
14, 9, and 12.
Right on.
So 23 against the first, 12 against the second.
All right. Yeah. So the magic seems to be protecting it decently from other magic like that. Though you saw them move as they were hit. So it did affect them somehow.
Okay, so it's not nullifying magic, it's just not taking as much damage as it should.
Yeah, you think certainly that should have broken him. If
Hikari's stepping on something does not do the equivalent of 23 damage. Yeah.
Right. So that'll tell you a lot there.
Yep. And actually, if this, I'll probably go. Magic doesn't particularly hurt them.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
All right, Burbage.
Magic doesn't hurt them. Now I'm trying to remember what do silvered weapons do? Aren't silvered weapons effective against?
They count as overcoming creatures that are resistant to that type of damage unless it's a magical weapon.
it works against things that are resistant to magical damage.
No, things that are resistant to non-magical. But it still does
Right.
physical damage. Usually, and I don't know exactly what Andy would do here, it is not itself a magical weapon. It just helps overcome that gap. It really fucks up lycanthropes.
Sure. Well, I mean, Dianathine has... Whoops. Didn't mean to click it right away.
Yeah.
But Dianathine has magic, but it is also just it has physical damage too, right?
Yeah.
So Burbage is trying to... He takes the necklace that he got and sets it on the ground and tries to stab it right through the... Is there an eye on the necklace?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we
the
destroying the
center-
necklaces we've gotten before we take off the rest of the necklaces, or? I was just wondering. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Burbage is going for it.
Yeah, Burbage sees Stormbringer kind of going toward this one at least, and Akari going toward this one, which are the only two left, I believe.
Oh, there's already been 4 gotten. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, Sky Drowner definitely fainted from one of them, but
Yeah,
Burbage
sorry for
did get her.
interrupting about that.
No, it's a good clarification. Burbage definitely feels like he got really lucky with getting this necklace off. So he's just trying to destroy, and also he doesn't fully understand what's happening, and so he just wants to destroy this thing as soon as possible, much the way Hikari destroyed Dawn Protectors.
Absolutely.
So he's stabbing it. It's a 23 attack
100%.
roll.
Yeah, you plunge Dianathine straight into this necklace. You hear a screeching sound, and the nearest ghostly figure fades. But as it does, it looks to you and says, "No one you love is safe." And then it blows away.
What is
into
this,
the
a Horcrux?
wind.
Tell me something I don't know. Jesus Christ. All right. That's probably Burbage's turn.
Okay. Stormbringer, you are over Pain Whisperer. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna yank the necklace off. Using my giant glaive.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna kill.
Yeah, give me an attack roll with your giant glaive. Okay. So this is interesting. Let me sort of paint the picture here a little bit.
Oh no.
I'm very delicately attacking the necklace. I rolled a 20.
Yeah.
Yes, Stormbringer, you are known for your delicate nature. Yeah.
I am.
So the Goliaths look at you as you run up to Pain Whisperer, and you remove the glaive from your back. You spin it around once so that it's pointing down, and your hand and fist is over this, ready to what looks like you're about to just end Pain Whisperer. You hear several Goliaths kind of chattering and kind of whispering, but loud enough for you to hear. She's gonna do it again. She's look at her. And you just
Hey, no, not again, because last time it was sneaky in the dead of night. This time it's in front of all of you.
All right.
and you just kind of feel everyone's eyes on you for a second, and you very gently put the blade down, with it pick up a little bit of the necklace and slash it up into the air, and the necklace kind of falls behind you. You've left Pain Whisperer entirely free of the necklace and free of any extraneous cuts.
Was
Oh, I thought
that
Their head. So.
And free of their head. Yeah.
free of their head? Was that an action? I guess
That
because it
was
was an
an
attack.
Yeah.
So second attack, I stab. I saw Charity's weapon disappear from stabbing.
That was a spell.
Okay.
And
So
you would have also just seen Dianathine be fine, right, Andy?
Yes. Yep.
Who the fuck is Dianathine?
Burbage's sword that he's picked up.
Okay.
The elven blade. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, my weapon
I
was
didn't
was
remember it
spiritual.
It's all
either.
good.
Was spiritual
So
weapon.
if that was technically an attack, then second attack, I'm gonna stab the necklace.
All right. I swear, I thought you were going to stab Bane Whisper. I was like, oh,
No,
man, I just
no.
was thinking about
If
you
I was
not
going to
doing that.
do it, this is how I'd do it.
23 on the
That's
necklace. I
awesome.
assume I hit
No,
it.
yeah. You swing around very quickly, drive the glaive into the eye. It shatters and breaks, and you hear a Stormbringer. I hate all of you.
All of Stormbringer.
Yeah. And then that figure disappears as well.
Sweet! Let's fucking stab the rest of these!
All right. At that, yeah, Willbreaker runs over to the one by Skydrowner, smashes it with his battle axe. That one is broken entirely as well. Hikari, you are running up to another one.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
How did I get the necklace off last time?
You grabbed it and yanked it. Yeah.
Okay. So
Don't
can I use
grab the
acrobatics?
heart or the eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To try to like, because I'm good at. I think I'm good at acrobatics, aren't I?
I don't know.
No, it's athletics. Can I use athletics to try to like, yeah, just like run and like kind of jump up to grab the
Give me a
not by
roll.
the eye, but
Yeah, give me an athletics roll.
Did we forget to skip Rachel's first 2 turns or whatever? Because she
Is that
crit-
how you do crit fails for initiative?
We often do in like fights. This was slightly different. Yeah.
This is different. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the counterpart to the why if you crit succeed, I give you a surprise
oh,
round.
jeez.
Sure.
11. All right.
Great.
All right, Hikari, you rush over. You are just running kind of full speed. You grab the necklace, break it, and try your best to throw it as far as you can. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, God. Wait, save. Do I just do with
Just wisdom up above your skills there. Yeah. And there.
I'm looking. Where is it?
Right above your skills?
Thank you.
Yeah. $18. So all of you watch as she grabs this, and Hikari, for a second, you try to kind of throw, and it seems stuck
Oh no.
in your hand,
Oh no.
and you feel that life force starting to drain
So I
a
hold
bit.
my breath.
Can I flash of genius Hikari?
Sure, yeah.
Does it look like she's failing? Like,
I don't think you've gone again since you did yourself.
no, I have. I didn't do myself.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
no
you didn't do yourself. Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Let's. If she looks like she's failing, then I'm gonna.
I mean, it's hard to tell. Yeah, it's close. You think?
Fuck it. I'll just do it.
Okay.
So yeah, that would be a 22 now.
Okay.
How many flash of genius do you get a day?
It's whatever my intelligence modifier is. Yeah.
Nice. So with that, Hikari, you just hear Clem just shout at you, smash it. And so even though you can't quite let go of it in your hand, you turn to the wall of the barn next to you and just slam it straight into the wall, shattering it into a million tiny little glass pieces. And as that ghostly figure next to you fades, it again whispers, "You're curious. I'll find out who you are." And then it too is gone on the wind.
I do the hand crank middle finger going up thing
As
as
it's
it's talking.
drifting away on the wind.
Yeah.
Nice.
Corey's just slowly giving it the middle finger. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, then with a few more swings of axes all around you, just for good measure, it appears all of the ghostly figures have dissipated now.
Oh, I wanted
They
to
are all
smash
gone.
the necklace.
Actually,
we are still technically in turn order. So Clem, it is your turn.
Are we technically
Yay!
because people are dying?
Oh. Huh. Yeah.
Yay!
What'd you like to do, Clem?
Stuff.
Cool. I'm with you.
Things.
I would like to take my enhanced quarterstaff and smash it into the necklace that I tore off.
Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. The one next to you, give me an attack roll, but I'm pretty sure you'll hit.
You shouldn't
Just
say that.
raise your quarterstaff in the air.
That's a
7.
7. Are you pretty sure I'll hit?
It's on the
It's
ground.
an
You have
immovable
advantage.
object.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
was gonna
hard.
say.
You just
Okay,
slam
good.
it. You have to slam into it a few times.
You kind of bonked yourself in the middle of the head a little bit.
Yeah. You start really hitting it. The Goliaths around you are just like, whoa, damn. And you know, by the third time, you crack and break it. Yeah.
I feel like you've got into frustrated child with a pinata swings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah!
And I didn't make any such check like Charity did to know that the people that are passed out can't be healed. So I'm going to cast Healing Word as a bonus action on the person next to me who I took the necklace off of.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah, it's a large Goliath, probably one of the younger looking elders. It's a male, it seems, and he's completely prone, just laying there. A few Goliaths are around him, and you go up and you begin to cast your spell. A bit of green kind of energy seeps from your hands into his chest, but he doesn't wake up. You can feel him breathing. You can feel a heartbeat, but he's not awake.
Hey, so I tried to heal this dude and he's still passed out. And that's my turn.
Charity.
Which of the Goliaths was the one that fell over from grabbing it?
Sky Drowner, this one.
I'm gonna move. I figure we're not doing exact movement at this point. It's not a
That's fine.
huge deal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move to here, which I think gets me into range of Healing Word. And Healing Word. Her.
Okay.
I believe.
Give me a roll, please.
And I'm gonna cast it at second level.
Okay.
12.
12. All right. Yeah, with 12 healing, you just kind of reach out and you get a sense that you can connect, that this person is not necessarily in a coma like some of the others, but is in the process of dying. Not only then will your energy stabilize them, Sky Drowner gasps and very slowly opens their eyes and sits up to look all around you, and her eyes match yours, Stormbringer, and she gives just a really small smile, but is really tired, and her face looks gaunt. It's she's almost a lot thinner because of this. She looks pretty messed up, but Charity, you seem to have stopped any dying process there. And with that, we are out of.
Well, with one thing, there was one left over here that I assume there were Goliaths around, but it hadn't been destroyed yet. The one that I had cut off. And there's
The one by Elder.
Yeah.
This one.
And there's something
Sure.
very
Okay,
specific that I want to try to do.
Please. So then the ghostly image is still there, though he looks quite weak and having kind of a hard time maintaining his image. He's flickering just a little bit.
These things, every time like we've shattered one of them, there's been a scream and it seems like it hurts or it's doing something. Would Charity think that perhaps these objects, because of the way that the voice is spoken, are linked to the voice's mind?
It is possible.
I'm going to cast Mind Sliver, and I'm trying to send it through the thing into his mind.
Interesting. Yeah, okay, cast a spell and then give me an Arcana check for the nuance of this.
I'm going to spend a sorcery point to re-roll that.
All right.
25.
25.
I'm also, because Charity's real fucking nettled, re-rolling the, empowering this to re-roll the dice.
I love it.
9. Better.
9. Okay. So you cast the spell at first, kind of on the object. The image looks up at you, and he sort of shakes his head. That won't do, Charity. And then you just push the spell through the object into whatever it's connected to on the other end, and you hear a "Ah!" and
Why do you
immediately
think you're safe from me?
Nice.
And at that, the glass shatters, and you just see hatred on the face, with a bit of an eye twitch before it fades away into the wind. There are no longer any figures around you, and while there are Dawn Protector and all the elders, it seems, are unconscious. It seems like everyone is stable.
We just lost Craig.
We lost Craig.
Craig! Well, anyway, this is also a time, I was going to say, let's take a break.
I was gonna just show you my cats grooming each other.
Oh,
Hello,
that's sweet.
cats.
Oh, cool. And they're actually still on cam. Because Craig threw the alignment out of order.
Oh, they're so cute.
I just looked over and they were licking each other, and I was like, "Aw, cute baby."
All right.
Okay.
We will take a
Yeah.
quick break, probably about 10 minutes, and then we will be back.
Manage your fluids, people.
We'll be back in just a minute, everybody. Bye.
BRB.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to Helpful Gaming Plays Dungeons and Dragons. We're playing our Goats and Dragons podcast stream, The Fates of Rin, and you are welcome to hang out. The party just got done. It's seemingly ridding this town of the necklaces that were brought in by Sir Beneventura.
Who?
Sir Beneventura?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Sir Bubbly Petunia?
Oh, that jerk.
Sure.
Overview. And even though everyone seems to be unconscious who was wearing it, currently it seems like everyone has lived. There have been no casualties. Yeah, what all then would you like to do as the Goliaths around you honestly all kind of start to wander toward you, Stormbringer, and just kind of wait to hear what you're going to say. There seems to be no leadership left in the town who's conscious at the moment, and no one exactly knows what to do.
Waiting for Stormbringer to lead is like a really bad idea. These people have bad ideas. Get the people inside to rest, and then it's time to have a democracy.
Jesus.
Okay, you heard her. One at a time, get them inside, and then democracy. And so
Clem's just behind them doing this.
Yeah, Goliaths start to kind of take the unconscious members very gently and move them up the hill towards some of the more like elder lodgings and stuff. Dawn Protector is still here. Mountain Splitter is kind of trying to slowly get her up. If anyone wanted to help with that, I see Charity immediately going over to Sir Beneventura, who's being held by 4 different Goliaths. His sword and his shield have been removed from him.
What about
Stormbringer will go help with Dawn Protector.
What about the Goliath by me? Is there anyone there to help?
Yes,
with
they're
them?
Goliaths are all kind of
Okay.
taking them as well.
Just curious.
Yeah. All right. So Charity, as you approach Sir Beneventura, his helmet is off. You see his short hair, his scar across his face, and he looks up at you. His eyes tired, sad, and he just kind of hangs his head again in front of you.
Proud of what you've done? The service you've given your sick god?
No, I'm not. I'm horrified by what I've done. He hangs his head.
Insight plus guidance. I will also say the family can no longer fly, because
Fair enough. Yeah.
I tend to drop that spell as much as you know.
Damn. Burbage falls out of the air 60 feet.
I would have warned you before. Like, I'm just picturing, look everyone, I can fly!
Not 14 damage, I'm kidding.
Was that for Burbage's fall?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
28 insight.
Yeah, with a 28 insight, you feel an honesty from him and a resignation. There's a sadness and a bit of shame in his voice, and he knows what's about to happen is what you get, if that makes sense.
Charity is going to sit here, and again, his wings look like feathers almost when they're ruffled, but just with jagged spikes. The halo is there. You have done a monstrous thing. And the wings in his horn and halos are smooth. Now, what do you choose to do next?
Mm. We're just watching this.
Are you saying there's something after this? Because honestly, I would not blame you, any of you, for rightly ending me where I stand.
I have encountered many horrible people. I have been a horrible person. I only have encountered 4 that I believe must be ended because they will never choose a different path. If you choose to be something else than what you have been, for my part at least, I will respect that choice.
Can Hikari hear any of this? Am I too
I
far
don't
away?
think he's being quiet, yeah. I
Okay.
think. Yeah.
I'm gonna yell, "Get it, bubbly petunia!"
Jesus. Get what? Kara, what are you talking about?
I don't know.
Just a sad.
I don't know. I was trying to be encouraging.
I've only met you just recently, and it's odd that I feel such a trust toward you, Charity. I think you would be honest with me. Am I irredeemable?
I do not know the things that you have done before this. I know the weight and the sin of what you have done here. I know the evil that used what I can only presume were your gifts. I know the harm that it would have wrought on everyone here, especially me and my family. And I say to you again, I know you have done at least one monstrous thing, but what do you choose to do next? I do not know if that makes you redeemable. I do not know if that makes you a good person. But I believe that that next choice has to matter.
What I choose to do next will be to root out the disease that uses people like pawns in a scheme that we are all too small to see. And if you kill me today, my spirit will continue that. And I'll happily take whatever penance you deem worthy. I will just do this in another form. There needs to be a reckoning. And if it's not from me, I will cause it. I'll cause it to the people that have forced people like me into this, to the governments that have used a war to cover up. I don't even know what yet.
Clem is just standing there, raising her hand, waiting to ask a question.
He sadly kind of looks at you.
Yeah, you sound real remorseful, and that's nice. Well, what did you expect to happen
I was
with all
sent
of these
here.
necklaces and?
I was sent here with gifts. There are many in the Goholian system that think all they need is power. I was slightly different. I thought all we needed was help. I came to one of the strongest, fearsome tribes in all of the Goholian and Bovalian mountains, and I was given gifts to give them in order to persuade them to fight. That's what I intended to have happen. But I certainly don't quite have the same feelings of loyalty that I had even 20 minutes ago.
Okay, but like, how do we know like you're gonna commit to that? Because people say things like, "Oh, that was a really scary, violent insurrection," and then they're like, "Oh, but I'm not actually gonna impeach the guy." So I don't know. Who gives a shit? So like, when you're like calmer, are you actually gonna like stick to this, or are you gonna be like, "Oh, maybe I'm okay with evil necklace god things, if it furthers my career or whatever I'm trying to do."
Sir Bubbly McConnell.
Oh.
He'll look up at you and I have my own motivations for even undertaking this trek here. I can't persuade you of my good intentions. But what would we be if we didn't rise to challenges and try to be better ourselves and be better than everyone else who failed before us?
Yeah. Hikari starts sort of just walking sort of slowly in his direction.
Okay.
You just kind of see her just slowly get out her sword.
So everyone sees
Just
Akari get out a
kind of
sword.
walking.
Hey, Hikari, I don't know, I'm making the killing motion, but I don't mean kill him. I mean, we're not gonna kill him. Stop the killing is what this motion means this time. I know it's really confusing. We use this motion a
You
lot.
realize you're just saying this all out loud, so you could in fact just say to her, "Hey, don't kill him."
Yeah, don't do that, okay, Hikari? Don't. I think maybe we're gonna, I don't know, have a bit more of a chat and give him a second chance. See if he still feels this way in 20 minutes.
Charity is also, by the way, doing this out loud, and apparently kindest regards, Charity. I don't know. The system is all just breaking down at this point.
Burbage, I guess, would ask Bubbly Petunia, that all sounds fine and good, sir. Do you mind if I ask you again? Maybe as sort of as a show of good faith and kind of what you're talking about, how much you believe in it. Can you tell us about somebody who you care about in your life, who you would swear on their life and on their well-being, that you'd be willing to try to be a better person going forward?
I have very few people in my life that I care enough to make that matter.
Join the fucking club.
But I would, on the life of my child and my wife,
Your child, the
The one that likes horses.
I'm trying to reference what I saw in what I stole from his bag. Where is it? What did it say? Either a box or
It was an elvish. It was a. There was a knife, a wooden knife that said in elvish, "To my favorite child."
right. All I wrote in my notes next to like the items that I found was just in all caps boring underlined.
Adam?
So Adam also keeps notes as Burbage. I was kind of expecting there to just be a line, like, very carefully written of, is a closet with a light just a room?
Is this the child that wooden dagger's for?
He'll look up at you a little confused.
And I'm trying to leverage this moment and just try to, like, what's their name?
Some things must remain hidden.
Can you clarify why? You've been real super sketch about your child, and it's just really confusing.
Look, yeah, some things must remain hidden. I understand that. I've been there. But sometimes, in the interest of moving forward and trying to make different choices, sometimes some things just have to come out into the light. So if you want to earn a trust, why don't you trust us now?
The Goholians think that they're dead, and therefore cannot have leverage over me in such a way. I want more than anything for that to remain. But if it does anything to show you my intention.
As he has said that, and particularly with the hiding a child because of fear of the child being used as leverage, Charity is going to reach into his robe and pull off his pin and the emblem and place it on him. Speak it into his mind.
He puts it on and takes a second to sort of realize what this is.
Bubbly Petunia, you have to say message cantrip first. All right, just to make it work.
All right. He looks at you and he says, message cantrip. And then he says that.
Interesting.
If he looks like he's sort of settled, Charity will hold his hand back out for his emblem.
Says
His
what?
arms, by the way, are being held by the Goliaths. There's not much he's not really putting it on and off.
Oh, because I had kind of pinned it on to him.
Yeah.
At this, Charity will go, I do not deny you the rights of your justice, whatever form that may need to take, but I do not believe that this man is a threat to run. And if he is, you've seen what I can do. He's not going to get real far.
Said what?
Well, it was whispered. It was whispered to me.
To Adam.
I know.
Well, and I mean, I don't know if it'll ruin the moment, but can I just do an insight check on that to see,
Sure.
Is this in line with kind of he's really being forthcoming and honest?
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, as he spoke the name into your head, immediately a tear just burst forth and rolled down his cheek. You either he's very good at lying, or you feel you got a decent read on him.
Sure. Yeah. Burbage will nod, and I think he might give Charity a look of like, yeah, I agree with your assessment, basically. Like, and also in that look is not just agreement, but a kind of knowing, kind of appreciation and respect for kind of the way Charity handled that. That was cool. And then Burbage would be interested in where Dawn Protector ended up with Stormbringer kind of helping out with all that, because next on Burbage's mind is just like the extent of his understanding of this whole situation was that on the other side of this championship, this ritual, the new leader would somehow have access to the process Avatarana knowledge. And now Burbage is kind of panicking because if Dawn Protector is like in a coma or something, then Burbage is just like, what now? Like, is that knowledge locked in her comatose head, or does Stormbringer now suddenly magically have access to the knowledge, or to the box with little miniature Isaac Devere in it, or what? That's kind of what Burbage is interested in.
I just picture tiny Isaac Devere going, "Hey, here for another exposition drop."
Yeah. So if you want, you can follow Stormbringer and everyone else up to their Dawn Protector's being taken to the chief's lodgings at this point. And what would you like to do with Bubbly Petunia?
So I think we ended up.
See Hakari moving toward him with a sword out.
Oh yeah.
Please, whatever you guys want to do with him, it's fine.
Well, I was gonna walk up to him. Is everyone done talking? And
for now, it seems there's a lull,
Okay.
at least.
So I'm going to walk up to him.
Okay.
And get as close as I can. And I'm gonna take my sword.
Okay.
And I'm gonna raise it over my head. And I'm gonna go in the snow right in front of his face.
Okay.
I'm just gonna raise an eyebrow at him. And then give him that like 2 fingers and to like look in my eyes.
Okay. You want to roll intimidation for me?
Yes.
We do still have Burbage has those manacles and the wand that we could use if we wanted to.
18. So you do that, Hakari, and you just like stare at him, and
I do the eyebrow raise, the angry eyebrow raise.
He didn't flinch at all. And this kind of says a couple things to you in reaction to how confident you were that would scare a normal person. This person is either battle hardened or
some kind of psycho,
or honestly more resigned to
die.
If anyone kills me, I deserve it.
Yeah.
That's kind of what you read from him not flinching.
And I feel like
because that normally would scare the shit out of anyone.
And I feel like Charity being there, even like without sort of another insight, seeing that reaction with my initial one, the second reading of that jives with this. And I feel like Charity is going to sort of look at Hakari. This is a man who has accepted the weight of what he has done and has lost everything except for the things that he is willing to die before losing. Harm will not scare him. And then
Fine.
he had asked me a question, like it had something of, like it was sort of in sort of his speech of, there will be a reckoning for this. He's going to, do this, blah, blah, blah. And I think there was a question for me in that, and then other people had interactions, and I lost what the question was.
He had asked, "Do you think I'm irredeemable?"
Which I answered.
Which I think you answered.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was the, like, whatever penance you demand of me.
Oh, right. Yeah. Whatever you think. Yeah. Whatever. If you think that I deserve death, then I will continue as a spirit.
He will rage even after death against. Okay. And at this, I think at this point, Charity would just sort of indicate maybe to the, I'm just going to sort of describe what Charity's going for. Charity is literally trying to be sensitive to, this man has caused harm to the Goliaths. They may have justice that has to run its course, and it is not Charity's place to gainsay that. But he is trying to be like, look, he's not running. You don't need to hold him. I don't think you need to shackle him. And maybe just indicate, yes, let's all go and take care of the more pressing matters. I don't think he's going to go anywhere. By all means, stay and guard him, but let's just move this way.
Right. So it seems like they will take him back to his room, essentially at Waterlink's Inn, and are now, they've removed all of his stuff from him, and they're now just like watching and making sure he doesn't run. If that seems cool to everyone, then you're free to.
And Charity will sort of turn to him like, I will consider the question that you have asked me, and I will try to provide you an answer as quickly as I can.
He nods.
And I will say, like, as he nods and as Charity turns away, that is actually the first time that the halo and the horn have faded. That's the first time that Charity has snapped out of battle mode since seeing the voice, or hearing the voice.
All right.
Can I just say, as we are walking up to the area that we're walking up to, I'm assuming we're all kind of like walking together.
Sure.
I'm just going to turn to Burbage, and I'm just going to say, hey, you guys are really involved with some weird shit, it seems.
Yeah, we are.
Just like a normal Tuesday for you, or?
Yeah, pretty much it is. I forget. So, do our characters know that Clem has some kind of connection with? Was it Israq?
Siren.
Or Siren.
Charity explicitly knows that. We've talked about that.
All right, but Burbage doesn't.
I don't think you were around.
Yeah.
I think that was when Charity and
We were having a private conversation.
Yeah, and Clem were like, all right, information swapsies time?
There is. Give me a history check, Burbage. See if you recall this. Shit.
It's a crit hit.
He recalls it.
That's a critical.
He
22
told you
total.
it.
You remember that Charity actually picked up a book in Israq Devere's lair from Siren, and you recall a little bit of, there was a mention that maybe that had belonged to Siren prior to Israq moving in. So you have no idea if Clem knows Israq, but there is like a 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon here kind of element that connects them.
Well, did I see Siren's name in any of the books of Clem's that I was looking through, that Burbage was looking through when he was looking for the process Avatarana?
In Clem's stuff?
Yeah, because there was that time when I was
Yeah.
looking through all the books and stuff.
And you
Um,
found the Book of Many Things in the Elven Erotica.
Yeah. I don't. Oh, Clem, you can answer that, I guess. Did you take a book from your former employer that he wrote?
I mean, I would say probably. I wasn't like, we didn't exactly, we didn't part ways horribly.
Yeah.
So I feel like it would be reasonable for me to have books because I like books and research and things.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, between that then and maybe the crit hit history check, it's enough for Burbage to maybe justify Burbage kind of giving Clem a meaningful look and saying something like, yeah, we all wrapped up in some pretty weird stuff. Looks like we're not the only ones either. Hmm? Hmm? Hmm?
Subtle.
Just keep walking. Unless
I
Clem.
was like literally gonna scratch your head and be like, what the fuck's he talking about?
No, but Burbage will say, "Oh, did you see when I snatched that necklace off of that possessed Goliath? That was amazing. I felt like I felt like I was a genius. Like I just had this flash of a moment where like I was just incredible and like I just knew exactly how to get this necklace. I bet you wish that you were like that, don't you, Clem?"
Yeah, I've always wondered what it's like to be a genius.
Oh gosh.
I feel like from several paces ahead, you're going to see Charity like turn and like mouth back at Clem. Just give him this one.
She'll just wink. Yeah.
So all of you are kind of right now. If you follow Dawn Protector, who's been laid in the chief's lodging, only Charity has been in here recently. Stormbringer, you've been in here. You grew up in here mostly. But yeah, it's a really simple place. There aren't a lot of decorations that are on the walls. It's there's
She
a
moved the
bedroom
one
there.
object that was out the last time I was here. I was like, sorry,
Yeah.
it's messy. It's like
Some box, yeah, that she moved into the bedroom. And now that you're in the bedroom, yeah, you see that that small little box that she had moved is now open, and you can see it was probably where the necklace was kept.
there aren't any more in there, right?
Any more necklaces? No.
Okay, good. I was like,
No.
Smashing time.
And as she's laid upon the bed, Burbage, you do see the ornate puzzle box laying next to it as well. The other Goliaths take their leave, and Stormbringer, no one has told you that you have to go anywhere or anything. So, like, everyone seems to be letting you completely do whatever you want at this point. So feel free to take advantage of that if you want to stay here with her. To make sure that she heals, whatever you'd like. It's up to you.
Can I do any additional checks to get any sense of like, as much as it was a very good medicine roll, I was kind of counting that as like, that was battlefield medicine. Is she dying? Is she bleeding out? Now into this, like, do I think she's going to wake up naturally? Do I think that, et cetera, et cetera?
This might actually be an Arcana check.
Yeah, and I figured it
To
could
see
be.
kind of, like, what is the effect here that's going on?
Arcana.
Nine.
I didn't actually spend that many sorcery points. I'm going to try that one more time.
All right, let's do it.
And the D4.
Guidance, I say.
Yeah, 21.
21. Okay. Yeah. So, talking to Hikari and Burbage about what that actually felt to kind of pull of that off of it. Looking at the wounds on Sky Drowner, who succumbed to that magic. This is incredibly powerful necromantic magic. And if it's put someone in kind of this coma state, probably they will just wake up on their own after they've had enough rest to sort of make sure that their life force has circulated enough again. But you don't think any normal magical healing is quite enough to wake them or anything. It might just take a little time.
Do I think that any magical healing could... Do I get any sense, one, of that time scale, and two, do I get a sense that maybe magical healing could shorten that time, even if it's not going to wake them up?
Right. Yeah. I mean, maybe a day or so is the sense you get so far with that. And it might. It depends on kind of how intense of a healing you'd like to put into this person.
So, Charity is, if we sort of, like, there was a sitting room, I think, outside of the main room. Charity's going to sort of walk back out to that and just slump against a wall and then sort of slide down until he's sitting on the floor. Like, okay, powerful necromancy. That's what's doing that. I don't think she or any of the elders should be in danger.
That's good.
They'll wake up on their own, I'm pretty sure. They just sort of need some time to recover from it. It's probably about a day.
Okay. I mean, we didn't have anywhere to be, so...
Just as a quick question, on a scale of... Oh, no, those don't work with you. How likely do you think it is that the incredibly hidebound traditionalists of this group decide that they should attempt to execute us in the morning, despite all of this, if she can't say, no, don't kill them?
How likely do I think that is, Andy?
Or you say you don't... Are you chief? What the hell happened? I don't...
Am I chief also? Andy,
Son of a bitch.
I should know how this governmental structure works. I grew up here.
But also, what just happened, I don't think there's much precedent for.
There's not a lot of precedent for it, sure. The structure is the strongest rules is the main structure, Stormbringer.
But is it like the last one standing, or do you have to actually defeat them?
You would imagine that you won the first round of this, though it's not completed. You have more claim to leadership than anyone else right now.
I mean, the ghost...
Do I think they're going to still try to execute me?
You do know Goliaths pretty well, and unless they're told something different, they might still be under the assumption that everyone should die in the morning.
Okay, so I'm kind of the chief, but not really yet. But I mean, I guess I'm in charge right now. I have the most clout right now. And also, yes, they're still gonna try to kill us, but I could probably tell them not to. And then we'd be A-okay. And then we just wake Dawn Protector up, get in the puzzle box, talk to the Izrak, I guess. I don't know. And then
Izrak?
Peace out. We're just peace out. Bye, bitches. And they have a democracy.
One, if ever a nation had your perspective on nation building, it would be horrifying. Two, well, at least it's in the morning, so I'll get a good rest in before they try to come for me.
Charity and maybe Burbage, you guys seem to recognize that spirit thing a little more. It seemed to know where we were. Is this a problem?
There's sparks of flame now.
An issue? Are they gonna come after the Goliaths?
That was the voice of Behelit.
Uh-huh.
I mean, really, that feels like a complete sentiment. Let's see. We've been harried at every step of our journey by the forces of Behebich, the basically commander-in-chief of which is the voice.
Okay, so I'm going to revise that plan then. We wait for Dawn Protector to wake up, we talk to the box, and then we don't peace out. We make sure they're going to be well defended and can protect themselves and know what's coming. And then, bye, bitches! Have a democracy now!
I honestly don't think that the voice gives a flying fuck about anyone here except for us.
It was saying some pretty taunty stuff.
Yeah, but to us.
Me, except not as cool.
I feel like I asked this last session, and it's embarrassing that I forget. But so yeah, in the last session, Burbage heard the voice of Behelit, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And had he heard that voice prior to that point?
Yes.
When was that again?
It's a great question.
Bah!
It
In my hello song.
was was
it connected to when Burbage was pulled into Behelit's realm?
No, it was
No.
a different time.
I mean,
I don't recall exactly straight up when it was.
No, that's fine.
I just heard it in the podcast though, and I can't remember why.
Okay, interesting.
But you certainly heard that, yeah.
Was it the same time that he saw someone that we think is probably who Charity's dad? Wow, that was a bad sentence.
That's when he got pulled in.
Oh, that's the
Right.
same.
I think it was a different time.
Is the voice that he associated with the ghost of Eldon Dale?
It was not.
Okay, sorry, this wasn't even me trying to be leading. I'm just like, other times that I know Burbage has had voices, it's more than a couple.
Yes.
Yeah, certainly.
Well, yeah.
I feel like it was in Diefield.
Interesting. Yeah, think on that. I mean, that's just useful for me to know that.
Oh no, I'm sorry. No. Yeah, duh. It was just the other day. It was 2 days ago. When Shenik was pulled out of existence, you heard that specific voice. As soon as you related it to Charity, he's like, "Yes, 100%."
Okay, right.
Yeah, because that's right. Because it was That's right. This is the other time, because I know that I did that transformation as context, because the time that you described that, Charity instantly erupted into battle mode flames, and you were like, hey, why are you trying to kill me now?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. So, okay, and that's why kind of during this encounter, Burbage was like, oh shit, this is that voice of Behelit guy. Okay, sorry. Thanks for helping me through that. Yeah.
I knew there was something else, yeah.
And now back to the present, where I'm trying to remember what did I want Burbage to say or do? I forget. I guess, I mean, for him, wow, no, I don't think I have anything. I just wanted to kind of have that clarity for myself.
Yeah, all of you are exhausted. You've been, it's not only just insanely cold out again, so the tieflings are having trouble, but that moving through a tornado, being, battered around by these protective spirits of the town, all of you have really kind of felt drained and are just literally exhausted in a few of your cases.
I guess I might take this moment to Burbage would maybe approach Stormbringer and say, hey, we're going to get all this figured out. I think your plan sounds like a pretty good one. Don't predict it's going to wake up. We'll figure out how to get the process avatar on the knowledge. Maybe it has to do with the box.
Yeah.
I don't even know anymore. But I just wanted to say, I saw what happened back there with Pain Whisperer. And I just wanted to say, I thought that was pretty cool. You had...
yeah, I know. I did a really good job slicing through the necklace. That was badass.
Right. Yeah. Well, yes, the slicing of the necklace, that was very badass. But also badass was the fact that, for a moment there, I honestly thought that you were going to kill her. I mean, she's been kind of a dick to us and to you. And
I kill people if they're dicks. I kill people if they're threats. And Pain Whisper is not a fucking threat. Did you see how frail they are now? Hanging around. I don't even know why they're still considered an elder, because they're supposed to be strong, and they're all like, oh, I'm not actually strong anymore, I'm just annoying.
Sure. But, so, Andy, is it possible that Burbage's understanding of everything that's been happening politically in this village is that part of what was endangering them and putting them at risk of being like executed the next morning, like Pain Whisperer supported that.
Oh, 100%. Yes.
So Burbage is gonna like, yes, like in Stormberger's mind, she's not a threat, but also like he understands, like, well, she kind of was, and it would have been like beneficial to us for Stormberger to kill her. So he's just gonna say, no, I'm just, I'm saying that, you could have killed her and made things a bit easier for us here. And no, you no, it's not. I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying you did. It was a cool thing, just kind of a fun little moment where I was like, oh no, she's gonna kill somebody because they're sort of threatening us as a group, and then you didn't, and I just thought that was pretty cool. So what I'm saying is that you made the right choice. I think the more we can kind of bolster trust in distrustful times, the better.
Yeah, and I'll check with you and Charity before killing people randomly now, right? That's a rule now? Yeah.
That was a really long-winded way of saying good job for not killing somebody, Stormbringer.
I don't think anybody's ever said that to me before.
Well,
Always
right.
good job for killing them.
Yeah, and I've never had to say that to you before, and so if I was long-winded, it was because I was navigating uncharted territory.
Yeah, that was the reason.
Definitely not because you're full of hot air.
I think he's full of like blood and organs.
You know what? So can we just recap the plan? Is the plan that we're going to get some rest and then...
Yeah, so the plan is to rest and wait for Dawn Protector to wake up, and then when Dawn Protector wakes up... Oh, no, the plan is to go tell people that we're not having an execution in the morning unless they want to because of their democracy. But maybe I shouldn't let them do the democracy about that, just about everything else.
Democracy later.
Okay, democracy later. Plan is right now.
That
no
famous
democracy.
chant.
See you later.
These are the foundational principles of nation building.
Okay. So
Control first, democracy later, if at all.
democracy later. Go tell them right now we're not having executions in the morning. Then we sleep and we wait for Dawn Protector to wake up. When Dawn Protector wakes up, we get into the box and talk to the Devere thing, and then get the book, and then we leave after making sure that they're going to be really well reinforced, and tell them to have a democracy now.
Right, that all sounds great. I'm just... Yeah, so you all can handle that. I think I'm going to maybe just lie down here at the foot of Dawn Protector's bed. Andy, did everybody hear what the ghost figures were saying to each of us? Like, did they hear it say to me, no one you love is safe or whatever?
Right. No. Yeah.
Wait, I heard that.
Those were like kind of whispered specifically just to you.
All right, so whatever was whispered to Hikari, nobody else heard.
Right.
All right, yep. Burbage is like, yeah, I'm just gonna take a moment here. I'm just gonna rest. You guys can handle stuff. I'm gonna kind of reflect on the fact that nobody I love is safe, and I'm gonna just kind of curl up here, and Burbage is curling up, and I'm gonna think about. Because I don't think I've taken this beat explicitly in quite a long time, just going to think about my lover Theodric and how much I miss him. It's been something I've been thinking about a lot during our travels this season. But now I'm going to take a beat, and just if you notice me kind of holding this precious dragonfly pin right now, it's just because it's been a long time since I held it, and I'm just gonna hold it and just kind of think about Theodric, and I'll maybe stroke it a bit so that maybe I'll discover something about this dragonfly pin. Not that I have suspicions, I certainly don't, but
your internal monologue is leaking.
All
Does
right.
he always describe exactly what he's going to do in detail?
No, it's Sometimes he gets like this, and then he does.
Stormbringer is going to pat Burbage on the head, which is something she hasn't done in a really long time, and say, "Hey, little man, I know how you're feeling about everybody you love being in danger because of you, and the way I dealt with it when I was in that space, and kind of still am, is I stayed awake all night and stared at the people I love to make sure that they'd be safe. Just something to think about." And she's going to walk out to go talk to them.
And now we have this to deal with.
That's awesome. Wait, she walked out to
go call off the executions.
Nice. Yeah, Burbage will stare intently at the dragonfly pin because of what Stormbringer said.
Jesus Christ, a lot of Goliaths just apparated.
As you step outside, Stormbringer, you just are met with a loud murmuring that immediately goes quiet. And it seems like half the town has sort of come out and waited for news or waited for some guidance.
Hey, this is very convenient. I was looking for all of you. Thank you for gathering here and making my job easier. There's not going to be executions tomorrow or ever of us. We're off the execution table. And Dawn Protector will probably wake up in about a day or so, according to the healer Majig, and after that we'll have a democracy time.
What's a democracy?
Right. I think it's a system of governance.
Is it like a cracker?
No.
You eat it?
No, I don't think so.
We could have lots of democracies. Democracies for everyone.
No crackers. It's a system of governance where it's ruled by the people for the people, and so everybody gets to say things about what they want done and have their input taken. And sometimes you have things called representative democracies because there's too many people to make it practical to have a direct democracy. And in that case, you elect your representative officials, and theoretically, as long as there's not lobbying and corrupt money and problems around that, then you have them representing your best interests and speaking for you by listening to you and then saying what they want to happen based on what you want to happen.
I think you talked about maybe a parliament or a council or something.
Right, we could also do that. You could have a council that you elect, so that would be a representative democracy.
Just one person rules and everybody can have a say.
Not just one person ruling. You're going to elect a council, and they'll have term limits so that they stay on the up and up. And then they will do what's in your best interest.
Okay. Look, I know you all aren't big on metaphors, but just high-level image. Right now, if there was a traditional path through the mountains, you would keep following it because it was tradition, right?
Right.
In a democracy, if a majority of you found a new path that was better, you would then follow the new path.
That's weird.
No, it's really good. It's better than one person who doesn't even want to rule, like Dawn Protector being in charge and making bad manipulative decisions to try to get out of ruling and also spending a lot of her time gone. So instead, there'll be a council in charge, and you're going to elect them, so start thinking about who you think would be a good person to represent you.
Do you want me to, maybe tonight I can write up instructions? I can have a whole bunch of, either we can work on it together, or I could write down my thoughts, and maybe that would be a good jumping off point for people tomorrow.
Yeah, that seems good. I think they got at least the memo about no executions tomorrow.
I could have hit so many of them with the fireball just then.
Okay, but we're not killing you?
No, you're not killing me or my friends. No executions.
That's all you had to say. That's all you had to say.
There's other things happening.
Wandering off kind of mad now.
So I'm pretty good at writing things, and I'm also pretty good at talking to Goliaths. So I think maybe if I could take some time tonight, I could probably put something together to help you out.
Charity's just hearing, with what you all just fucking saw, you actually okay, you're adorable.
Anyway, yeah, that sounds good. Sure, that sounds good. I guess it's bedtime now. Yeah, wait for Dome Protector to wake up.
Is this what everyone's doing? Is everyone going to go head to bed in the lodgings here?
Well, I'm going to
Um,
write up instructions on how to create a
how to create a Goliath democracy?
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm going
If
to
you want
try
to
and
write those
do
up
it.
and send those to me, I will have this town run by your specifications.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me just write
you
a
and
note real quick.
Stormbringer can, yeah, Clement Stormbringer can decide the government going forward here. I don't mind. Whatever you guys like.
Charity would probably like go get some food, and actually he's one of the only people in the party who like doesn't have any levels of exhaustion because the angel form, so he's just drained from blowing through spell slots and high level magics.
Sure.
I think he would probably go talk to Sir Bonaventura.
Okay. Yeah. So then, as the rest of you are starting to try to make something comfortable in this kind of just bare wood and mud lodging, Charity, you head back down to Waterlinks Inn. You do see Balin on the way, who kind of gives you another hug and says, "Hey, I'm kind of glad you didn't die." That was sort of scary, wasn't it?
Yeah, sort of scary.
Well, you have a good night.
Doesn't after he's walked away, it doesn't sound as congenial coming from the Furbolgs instead of the Goliaths. That would have seemed like high praise from them.
And if you want, you can step in Waterlinks, kind of place an order for food, and then you can head upstairs to Sir Benaventura's room.
I'd also say, I know we wanted to cut a bit earlier tonight. I'm totally fine with rolling that over to the next time if we want.
Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's totally good. Then.
Also, wouldn't suck for me to get to think about what I'm going to say to him more.
All good. Yeah, we'll pick up next time with people getting ready for bed and Benaventura's talk with Charity. So thank you so much, everyone, for paying attention and for listening to us. We really appreciate it. I'm really happy that the group made it out of this one. That would have gotten nasty if everyone didn't do so well. So thank you all for players being amazing. Yeah, so coming up next week, we have on Wednesday Saltmarsh, we have Spire on Thursday, and we have Tier on Friday. Those are going to be amazing. Those are going to be really fun. So check those out. And again, catch us in our podcast, Goats and Dragons, or Helpful Go Gaming Presents. We have a lot of content out there for you. Thank you so much. Hang in there, everyone. We love you so much. We really appreciate all the love that you've given us back. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you all. Goodbye.